Hi kids, welcome to the Giggle Room. Today we're going to do the Play-Doh Sweet Shop, which is basically the devil's dessert. So you can make any kind of dessert that you want, and it comes with a little oven so that you can pretend that you're baking and the oven actually dings. You are going to need Mom and Dad's help to put this together. It says it right on the box. So don't try to do it yourself because it will not turn out right. So let's open it up and see what we have inside. All right, so these are the parts that came with it. So this is the main piece right here. So what we're gonna do is put this together. So this just fits just like this, and you pull the door down and you can snap it into place. It's pretty easy. And then you put this top part on it just like this. Let's try to get this on here. So this is where you need Mom and Dad's help. And that way we can get this on. So you just push hard, and as you can see when you're done, it's going to allow you to open up and close. And that's what makes the ding, is when you close it. So make sure you have that on right. Otherwise the ding bell that tells you that your cake and all your desserts are ready goes off. So let's see what they gave us as far as decorations. We've got little plates because you need plates to put your desserts on. You've got a spoon to scoop it out because what we're going to do is we're going to put our Play-Doh inside of this canister right here. That's what it's for. So let's pick out, we'll take this really nice blue, and it fits right in there. Then you take a really nice pink icing one and put that like that, and it's perfect. And that way it holds all of your Play-Doh for you so that you don't have to worry about it. And here you can see that it comes with different molds, and this is so that you can make different kinds of desserts. So one is a cake, one is a cupcake, and one is a Jello mold. Also we have a thing to put inside. It's a plunger, and that's to make your decorative icing. You can put your stove up, and there's also a pie server. So let's get started and make some good things. Also, you can see on the top of here there are very many molds. That's what we need when we make our food. There's some on top of the stove as well. There's little candies and gingerbread man and a monkey and a bear, and then all around it you can see that there's molds everywhere. So there is no shortage of molds that you are going to be able to use on your sweet shop. So let's get started. I think we should do something like maybe a cake first. So, oh no, let's make a Jello mold. We've never made a Jello mold, so let's do that. So you can see that on the back, it's a Jello mold, and there's also a mold on top of here as well. So we're going to open this up, and you take your spoon that you need, and we're going to scoop out some of our dough, just like this, and we're going to put it in here. And we flatten it down just like this to make the mold. You take your time, do it right, and it will come out perfectly. So we just keep squish, 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 squishing. So we want to make sure the mold goes right into the top. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your trusty Play-Doh knife, and you just kind of mush it down like that so that you can get your finger in and start pulling the mold out. Oh, it's perfect. It made a perfect Jello mold. So now what we can do, it almost looks like a bundt cake as well. So now what I think we should do is we should take out some of the icing. So you just scoop it out just like that. It's very easy, and you use your finger to get it out of the other side, and we're going to put it into this mold because this is the mold for the icing on our bundt cake or Jello, whatever you'd like to do. So just take off the excess dough just like this and put it off. Well, actually you can put it right back into your container. And then as you see, we've got a beautiful flower that's going to go on top of our dessert here. So take your fingers and you just make it nice and soft, And we're gonna put this right on top here. And it actually looks like dessert, like it looks like icing. So that's pretty cool. So now we're gonna take some of the littler things. So we'll put the icing back in. And now we're gonna take some of the blue again. So make sure you've got all your pink off and put that back in with that container. And we'll take a little bit of blue and we're gonna make some molds that we can put on top of our cake. So let's do a heart. So you push it into the mold just like this, and it's gonna make a beautiful heart for you to put on top of your dessert. Okay, welcome back, kids. I've gone ahead and made a few of these lovely desserts for you. We'll take this off so you can actually see what I've done. So what I've done is I've made a little teddy bear mold, and then I've also made, I'll take it apart for you so I can show you. I specifically did it this way so I could show you how I put it together. So what we did was we took this mold, which is on one of your sheets, just like this. So that's what it makes, is almost like a tart. So we put our tart on the plate, and then we decided that we wanted to put a little bit of icing around it. And then what we did was we took some of the yellow icing and made it so that it was right in the middle. And then what we want is we want our teddy bear to be right there so everybody can see him. And then I mixed the yellow and the pink icing so that it would look like a beautiful cake. And I did the same thing with this one. This one is pretty much the same thing. It's got little cherries and icing. And I can show you how I put it together. So it's very easy. So you can see there that we've used one of the molds to make a cake. And then we took some of the icing and put it over like that. And then I wanted to put one right in the middle. And then I decided that it wasn't colorful enough. So we had to add some cherries and some more icing. Now this one was my favorite. It's got a little gingerbread man on it and a little heart. And we've got the icing. So I'll show you piece by piece how I put this together. So this is our bundt cake or our jello mold, whatever you'd like to use it as. And you can see that it came out perfectly. So what I wanted to do was decorate it with a little bit of icing on the outside, just so that, you know, it makes it look pretty. And then what I did was I made a flower for the top of the bundt cake. So then we put it on just like this. And no bundt cake is complete without a little heart. Now our little heart didn't come out as well as I wanted. So you can put it in the top of the machine right here and push, push, push with all your might. And you will see that the heart comes out absolutely perfect. So you just put it on just like this and it's got a little heart. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our little gingerbread man right in the top, and then he's ready to go in the oven. So there we go. Oh, you gotta take him off the plate first. You don't want the plate to go bad. So we're gonna put him in the oven just like this, and he's ready to bake. And then when he's all done, oh, it's ready to come out. So then we take it out and we put it on our plate, and then we put our gingerbread on right on the top. And there's also molds inside as well, so if you wanted to, you could always make a couple of cookies. And then you just put it in like this, and you wait a few minutes. Oh, and then it tells you that it's done. So then you open this up and you push it down, and when you pull it out, there's a cookie. And then you can also do another kind of cookie. Those look like the Dunkaroo cookies. And then also there's a heart on the inside. It almost looks like bow tie pasta. So there's lots of things you can do. We can also take the molds on the outside, and all you do is press your Play-Doh in, and you can see that there's a pretzel, and you can see that there's a croissant, and it's very well detailed. They did really good job with the molds. And you can see that there's a carrot, and this one here is a jelly bean. So there's lots of molds and lots of things for you boys and girls to do to have a ton of fun in this dessert maker. So you can see there that we have a tiny little candy, and then you're gonna take some of your icing Play-Doh and we're gonna stick it inside just like this with your finger. That's the most fun, is to make sure you get it all in, just like this. And then you can put a tiny little scooch of icing on the top, just like that, and you can make them beautiful. So you boys and girls just have to use your imagination, and you guys can do whatever you want. And always remember, put your Play-Doh back inside because you don't want it to get hard and crusty. So I hope you guys had a ball, because I certainly did doing this dessert maker. There are so many cute designs that you can use and lots of desserts that you can make. You just have to use your imagination. So please come back and join us at the Giggle Room, because we're gonna do more baking things, because that's my favorite thing to do, is to make desserts. So we have lots more, so come back and see us anytime. Bye, boys and girls.